and I muted it. There. So now that we are on YouTube.
What happens if you use foul language on YouTube?
I don't know. No, I don't think anything will happen. I meant that this is my my Facebook login, but we'll just do YouTube this time. It's such nice weather, maybe nobody will show up.
Yeah, it's possible.
So if I do this like this. Okay. 9856. This is has a long delay on it. Okay, well, it's almost quarter till, which is when I told people we would be. Oh, you wrote down a whole bunch of stuff to say?
Yeah, Victor Music is a 53-year-old nonprofit acoustic music cooperative running out of Pierce and King counties. This open mic is ostensibly substituting for the live open mic at the Antique Sandwich in Tacoma. The organization has sponsored open mics, most recently in Seattle, Kenmore, and Tacoma, and has compiled albums of songs by musicians who show up at these events. It aims to support acoustic music in general for all ages. This is truly an open mic. We welcome all. We are broadcasting on YouTube. Musical guidelines are that we discourage electronic instruments, hence the adjective acoustic.
But you play an electric bass.
It's because I am very special. And I'm important too. It's because I'm a goddess.
Just, this is being recorded on YouTube.
We have someone in the waiting room.
Yeah, we do. Joan Morin.
Welcome, Joan Morin. Are you a musician?
She's not. Oh, there, now she's.
Welcome, Joan Morin. Are you a musician?
Hello,
Hey,
Gary.
Gary. How you doing tonight?
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
Sally.
Sally. I'm so glad you're here to keep me company. I was lonely. I was just saying to Steve, nobody likes me. Then you showed up.
That's funny. Wow, I thought I started the video. There we go. Oh, this is good.
Great.
Hi.
Yeah, we saw your osprey at the ferry landing to Heron Island. He was
Oh,
looking
cool.
down off his nest intently right at me, and he did this thing, you know, that birds do.
Oh, I love it. This morning I saw some really good stuff like that on a net from a nest in Scotland. It hasn't been 24 hours, maybe. I mean, 12. I don't know how long theirs is alive. Hold on a second. I'll see. Sometimes these nest cams vary in how far back, you know, let's see.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
So many people
in Scotland.
Yeah, I can sit back. It says my internet connection is unstable. Let me, I'll share the screen for a sec if it allows me to. Let's see, share screen.
Well, I can allow you to.
Okay, would you allow me to?
We stopped by and looked at the berries in our favorite berry heaven patch, and it was looking unripe, but that was the 4th of July, and that is 8 days ago, and I bet they're ripe now.
Well, come on out anytime. Here we go. Okay. I guess this is it, and then I share. Can you see this?
I see that you've started your screen sharing, but I don't see, but there's, I don't know. It must be that your Wi-Fi connection is not, there it is.
Okay,
now
let
see
me,
it. There it is. It's a,
okay.
it looks like a hawk.
No, it's an well, they are a sea hawk. It's an osprey.
That's an osprey?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
yeah,
with
okay.
its chicks. Those
Big
are
chicks.
Yeah, these ones are getting pretty big. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch 2 osprey nests you know, every day a little bit. Look at that wind in its hair, I call it, in its feathers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's making noise too, but this one doesn't have YouTube. Because I don't YouTube. I'm on the way right now. Go to YouTube and then you hear them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll stop the share there. And I will share something else with you, but I have to bring it up.
Dear.
Whoopsie. My brother sent my brother is going through old family photos. And let's see. If I just look for PIC, yes. There's so many of these. If I just go like that, then.
Welcome, Greg Deer. Good to see you.
Or at least your name, if not you. There he is.
I just got home. I helped my son-in-law rebuild a deck all afternoon.
It's a hot day to be out.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the heat. It's the old bones that have the problem. I'm pretty sore.
You know what? Ibuprofen, like
Yeah,
immediately. I did that. Yeah, I've
been on naproxen for a few days already. So,
okay, good.
Low dose. I take a low dose and it takes care of everything.
Good.
But I'm going to be in and out tonight. I'm expecting an email with like 10 or 20 charts that I have to learn by Thursday.
Oh, you got a gig, huh?
I have a gig. Yeah, I'm backing up some friends on the bass. And I've heard some of these songs from my buddy Dan. I've been I've known him for a long time, but I haven't played any of them in forever. And so I'm hoping to get all the charts and then flip through the YouTubes, you know.
Where's the gig?
It's at McMiniman's in Bothell.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a dinner show.
What
It's like
kind of venue
music-
is, what did it
Music
used
to be ignored. It's music by my friend Dan plays blues and soul covers, and he's written a couple things. And then there's this crazy lady named Kim, who's the partner of my studio guy Jeff. They've been together for 20 years or so. Anyway, she writes quirky, rocky folk tunes, and they're funny and clever and really fun. Just silly stuff. But anyway, they're fun. They're fun people to hang out with. That's why I play with them. It's not so much the music.
what the building used to be? What used to be that's now McMiniman's venue?
Yeah, it was
Like
the
some
old-
of them are
it was a
schools
school.
or
It was a big
what's it
school in
called?
Bothell.
Uh-huh.
It's in Bothell, and it's, you know, a huge complex. They have 2 swimming pools and a hotel and a big restaurant and a small restaurant and an outdoor venue. And yeah, I don't even know which part of it we're playing in. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're playing in the outdoor uncovered place. I don't know. It's just, yeah, you know, it's a big operation. So anyway,
McMiniman's is an interesting business model.
yeah, yeah.
I've never thought about it until just this moment, but it would be curious to read about it. And there's an NPR program called How I Built This,
Hmm.
and it's frequently about businesses. And here, who it was, and somebody named McMiniman. And I think it was maybe down in, is it McKinleyville or whatever in Oregon? What's the name
Well,
of
they
that
started-
place
they-
in Oregon?
They started.
McMinnville, yeah.
Yeah, McMinnville. They started there, and they've got an old school in Oregon City. It's not very, you know, it's not a big school. It's the main floor of a small school, and it's a brew pub and with big long tables, and it's real relaxed and funky. And every one of their places has a different vibe.
Yeah.
They kind of try to fit it into the space they have, you know. So I've
The
been
one
to the
in-
one in Bothell before, and the service was so slow. It was terrible, but they're kind of notorious for that. I don't.
There's
one in-
there's one in Tacoma that's interesting. I've a few times, and it used to be an old was it Elks or Oddfellows? I think it was
Elks.
Elks. Yeah. And it's a big old building, and they've got lots of bars and lots of restaurants and a pretty nice music venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I and a really good cheese plate in one of their
That's nice. That's
and mezcal for $7.72.
great. Is that a bargain?
That's you fucking A. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Ah,
Well, you just tested my curiosity there. Steve put us on YouTube, and I wondered what happens if you use foul language on YouTube. Does anybody know?
no, I don't think it's a problem.
I can't imagine it. I mean, I'm sure everything is on YouTube.
I can't imagine that anybody has the time to monitor it and you know.
McMiniman's in Troutdale is in, if you can believe this, the McMiniman's in Troutdale is in a poor farm. And like Sally says, they try to fit it into what's there, which means if you spend the night, there's not much improvement that's been made on those rooms.
Oh my God,
It's a
really?
really Spartan existence to spend a night there.
You stayed there?
Yeah, and the place the room we were in had been a barber shop, and there were all these newspaper articles that were clipped on the walls that showed people getting their hair trimmed and their beard trimmed after 6 months, because that's how frequently they got a trip from the barber.
Well, that's great.
Wow.
I'm gonna be in and out for a minute. I'm gonna go
Oh,
change my
no,
clothes.
well, okay, but we
Check
don't have
my
any
email.
musicians. I was kind of counting on you, Greg.
Um, well, I don't have anything prepared. I was gonna look at my book and, um,
Well, we
yeah,
can
it's
just
7
visit
o'clock.
for a bit and then look at your book and come back.
I've got to take these dirty pants off because I can't put my guitar on my pants.
Okay, you're excused from class.
So, so I'm gonna head out for just a second. You guys play something and I'll be listening.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys want to play something? Where is everybody? I guess it's summertime, huh?
I guess the living is easy. The fish are jumping and the cotton is
Cotton is
high.
high. Yeah.
Well, you want to play something, Christy?
Sure.
Cool.
I know what I want to. I want to play.
Oh, by the way, let me tell you, Christy, I don't know where you got the information. When you said last week that Rivka was in Bellingham, I thought, God moved from Island. He's not in Bellingham Island.
Oh,
I don't know where you got that idea.
huh. Well, that's
Yeah.
strange.
Are you guys, there's a Caring Bridge website for her.
Right. Edie sent that to me, and I applied, but I hadn't been accepted, so I haven't been on it. Have you been on it?
I've been on it a lot. There's not an accepted thing unless, they would definitely want you. They talk about Outback of Bohemia. They've shown the CD album cover and everything.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So they want you.
You
There
got the
must
wrong.
have been
Okay, well, I'll look back again and see if I can get myself on there.
Well,
Yeah.
there's Gary.
All
So,
right.
Gary.
Little boys, look at that.
So are we going to play a song? Let's do yesterday's poem.
Yeah, let's do. Welcome, Gary. I'm so glad you're here.
So you ready? 2, 3, 4. Spring arrives on the prairie. It comes back to life. In the heart of the winter, you never were sure anything would survive. Plant all your seeds. You expect them to grow. The harvest will come. You thought you might run. You never do go. This is yesterday's poem. It's tomorrow's poem too. A poem for the ages, expressing my rage. It's a poem of love too. We hold on to our crisis, fold it into our lives. We bleed deep from the cuts of the folding too often into 99 knives. We all watch the drama as every year it unfolds. The fires, the droughts, the winters that last, and a year that's grown old. This is yesterday's poem. It's tomorrow's poem too. A poem for the ages, expressing my rage. It's a poem of love too. Life has never been easy. Working out on the farm. Too many times broken bones, too many years broken prices, broken too much alone. We plow all our fields till furrows run through our sleep. Plant crops we hope will grow, that enough rain will fall before harvesting week. The hours turn into days, the days turn into weeks, turning into the months, turning into the years where the waters run deep. This is yesterday's poem. It's tomorrow's poem too. A poem for the ages, expressing my rage. It's a poem of love too.
I love that song.
Well, thanks.
you.
So we should have Gary play.
Hey, Gary, how are you?
You have to unmute.
As compared to what? Oh, it just took me 20 minutes to get on. So,
Yeah, you didn't have a microphone first time you came here.
huh?
Yeah, you showed up and there was no microphone icon showing on your feed.
What was the problem with?
Well, it doesn't matter. It got all kind of screwed up anyway. It took me 15 minutes to set things right,
Yeah.
to even just get on the internet. So, no, I want to hear you guys. And I see Greg's here.
Well, okay. Well, you want to do Darling?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Who's
This is
hosting?
this is a song from our very first.
Sally, are you hosting?
Christy is.
I am hosting. Yeah, I'm taking over for Roy this week. He's trading with me for next week because I have a
okay.
party.
We're just
We have a party
we're just
to go to.
playing because nobody showed up.
Well, then you'll have to take your regular turn as soon as you're done.
I guess so. So you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Darling, take those curlers from your hair. Oh, darling, please now don't just stare at me. Oh, darling, take that cold cream off your face. Oh, darling, you're like some creature out of space, looking somewhat out of place. Oh, but darling, I can't help it, I'm in love.
Darling, won't you pull that beer gut tight? Oh, darling, please shave your face tonight. Oh, darling, won't you change those old blue jeans? Oh, darling, you're like some crazy old machine, smelling somewhere in between.
Darling,
I'm just so in love with you. Sorry.
solo.
Take it, somebody.
Do, 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 do. Da 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 da. Darling, let's dress up and let's go out. Oh, darling, there's a show I've heard about. Oh, darling, I just love to see you smile. Oh, darling, there'll be jugglers, there'll be clowns, there'll be music all around. Because, darling, I'm just so in love with you. Because, darling, I'm just so in love with you.
I really love the coughing part.
Yeah.
Oh, look at there's the Wolfgang.
It's like kind of a contemporary version of scat.
Coughing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Count on
You're
that
right.
one.
I love that song. I just think that's such a sweet song.
Thanks,
And-
Sally.
That's really like out of a 40s musical.
Exactly. Either a 40s musical or it almost could even be earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really okay.
Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna go fix a drink, but I'll be listening.
Mix me one too. What are you mixing tonight, Sally?
Gin,
Gin?
gin on ice.
Really? Is it Bombay gin?
No, I drink gin often. You didn't know that?
It's a summer drink. I think of it as summery type thing.
Well, gin
Year
and tonic.
You know that if you go to a bar now and order a slow gin fizz, they don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, I don't order cocktails. I get gin, on ice, olive juice. I'll be back.
So Greg is ready to play now.
She'll be back, folks, for the next show.
All right.
Would
there-
you like to
Greg.
play now, Greg? Because if not, I'll ask
Can you
Jeff.
hear
I see
me?
Jeff's here. Yes, I can hear you.
How loud am I?
You sound
You
good.
sound good, yeah.
I bought my my 13-year-old granddaughter a 2-channel Mackie because she's starting to learn how to play, and I never ended up giving it to her because she didn't really need it for the thing she was doing. I just kept it here in case I wanted to take it back. So I just broke it out because my real mixer was in the box. Anyway, I just had to guess at the settings.
So far, so good.
Okay. All right. This is a semi-new song here. I think I played it, but I can't remember what I played. So
Can I interrupt you?
yeah.
Before you start, I just wanted to tell you personally that we'll be at Marysville on Thursday
Oh yeah. You
and
did?
playing at Jennings Park with our trio,
Oh
the
wow.
outdoor concert series at 7 p.m.
Jennings Park. Well, I'll try and make it.
But
You
now
too.
it's all yours, Greg.
Well, that's the one gig I've had in 2 years is Thursday night at McMenamin's. Otherwise, I would be there.
No, wait a minute. We had a gig this weekend.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You don't consider
The
me
second,
playing with me
the
a gig?
second one in 2 years. Then it's like picky. In the morning, when I close my eyes, you were sleeping in paradise. While the room was growing late, I was holding still with all of my might. Oh, what if it's true? Ah, what my heart says. Oh, what will I do if this feeling becomes hard to part with? You were meant to play your part in the design of a desperate heart. And while you gave your love to me, I was betting I was getting it free. Oh, if I'd only known what your heart caused. Oh, can we call it a loan and a debt that I owe on a bet that I lost? In the evening, when you see my eyes looking back at you, no disguise. I'm not sure who you think you'll see. I'm just hoping you'll still know that it's me. Oh, what if it's true? Ah, better ask the man inside. Oh, there seem to be two. One steals the love and the other one hides. Yeah, can we call it a loan till I'm paid in full for the seeds I've sown? Yeah, can we say that I've grown in some way that we may have yet to be shown? Oh, if I'd only known what your heart caused. Oh, can we call it a loan and a debt that I owe on a bed that I love? Thanks.
If
Very
you
nice.
have 3 songs, you're welcome to play 3.
I got to get a capo. It's either get a capo or tune the guitar, and I don't know where my tuner is.
Just gave you a tuner. How could you lose it already? Good help is so hard to find.
If I was young again, I'd pay attention to that little known dimension, a taste of endless time. It's like water, and it runs right through our fingers, but the flavor of it lingers like a rich red wine. In those days we were single, we lived them one by one. Now we hardly see them, they don't walk, they run. And I've got plenty left I've set my sight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. I've never seen my life in such a hurry, but if I start to worry, I get left behind. It's like a party, but you don't get invitations. There's just one destination, you better be on time. We used to rhyme in couplets and we sang 'em 2 by 2. Now we hardly rhyme at all, but hey, here's a few. And if they hurt, there's bullets left to bite on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. This drummer in my head needs inspiration. Well, there's a lack of syncopation that holds me to a line. It's so hard to leave these cages that we think in. By stages we just sink into a slow decline. We used to live in waltz time and we danced them 3 by 3. Now it's hard to dance, but hey, if you stick with me, oh, we've got what we need to spend the night on. Don't wait up, leave the light on, I'll be home soon. These races that we've run were not for glory. No moral to the story. We run for peace of mind. But the race we're running now is never ending. Since space and time are bending, there's no finish line. I live to be 100. I was born at 45. When it's time to go, but hey, that's just birthday jive. We've got what we need to spend the night on. Don't wait up, leave the light on. I'll be home soon. I've been left for dead before, but I still fight on. Don't wait up, leave the light on. I'll be home soon.
Very nice.
That's some mighty fancy guitar picking there.
Yeah.
Whose
That's
song
good.
is that, Greg? I've heard you do it before.
That's Chris Smither.
Chris Smith, that's right.
So I stole every note from him. That's all I got for now. I'll think of something else in a while. But
All right then, Gary.
All right, I'll give it a shot. Let me,
Three.
my
Three.
screen keeps changing.
Three songs.
Okay, I've been playing with this one for a long time. I had my umpteenth doctor appointment today, so I got to change the lyrics 100 times between driving to Mount Vernon and back. But I also got had a meeting with the station manager at the radio station, and I'm going to be putting the show back together probably in September. It'll be just once a month to start with. Okay, feel free to sing along. I will do the same. Come on over to our house. Gonna have a barbecue. We're gonna do things differently than we normally do. You supply the kerosene and I'll supply the light. We ain't grilling hot dogs, we're burning books tonight. First we thought it was okay for books just to be banned. Everything we didn't like or didn't understand. When we found the kids could find the evil that they shouldn't learn, we'd reached our final solution, which is burn, baby, burn. Come on over to our house, we're gonna have barbecue. We're gonna do things differently than we normally do. You supply the kerosene and I'll supply the light. We ain't grilling hot dogs, we are burning books tonight. We're cooking books to order. How'd you like yours done? We're heating up the bonfire to Fahrenheit 451. We'll purify the children. We'll incinerate heresy. We'll dance around the maypole like it's 1933. Come on over to our house. We're gonna have a barbecue. We're gonna do things differently than we normally do. You supply the kerosene and I'll supply the light. We ain't grilling hot dogs, we are burning books tonight. If you want your own barbecue, find a book that you don't like. Get yourself a flammable and a match that you can strike. If you're not sure which one to fry or maybe fricassee, the menu is available at your local GOP. Come on over to our house, we're gonna have a barbecue. We're gonna do it differently than we normally do. You supply the kerosene and we'll supply the light. We ain't grilling hot dogs, we're burning books tonight. It's BYOB, bring your own book to burn tonight.
Very good, Gary.
Say, Gary, can I
Yeah.
interrupt you?
Yeah.
Let Marilyn know your radio show is starting again, because I know she would like to have it on KTAH FM Tacoma.
Okay, yeah, as soon as I get, I don't even know what it's going to be called yet.
And plug the show. Let us everybody know about it.
I will.
You're not doing it with Ken. Is Ken Winkus doing this?
No,
with you
no, it's
still?
just going to be me, at least to start with. And it's just going to be once a month instead of weekly.
Okay.
I love Ken. I'm going to have him do all my announcements and things. He's got that perfect radio voice. And this, that new song I did last week too, because I really like it. I'm trying to get used to it. If I can remember which key it's in. Greg, what key is it in? That's my usual question to Greg whenever we're on stage and we're about to do a song is, first of all, what are we singing next and what
Yeah.
key is it in?
So what song is it? What song is it?
Come on in.
Oh, yeah, I never
Come
played
on
that yet.
in. You're welcome here. Bring your women. Come on in. You're welcome here. Relieve your worries. Leave your fear. Take a seat. Take a chair. Come on in. You're welcome here. You've been hurt. You've been tried. Oh, those lonely nights you cried. You've been shunned, marginalized. Come on in, where you'll be prized. Come on in, you're welcome here. Leave your worries, leave your fear. Take a seat, take a chair. Come on in. You're welcome here. Don't look back, look ahead. Leave behind those ugly words that were said. You will find it's not that far from who you thought you had to be to who you are. Come on in. You're welcome here. Leave your worries. Leave your tears. Take a seat. Take a chair. Come on in. You're welcome here. Come on in. You're welcome here. I look at that right up there with Lillian's World.
It's a really
Same kind of thought.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting that I wrote that about a week ago, just before the open mic. It was about a day or two old. And I got the idea from this old friend of mine who I've reconnected with, who has a trans son that they've been having some issues with lately. And then Dave Berger last week talked about his trans son and some of the, and he sang that beautiful song that he had written. So it just kind of seemed to converge at the same time. All right. So we've got, Greg and I got another show to do, another campaign thing we're doing next week. So what I've been trying to do, since we're in such a purple area, we can't really do too much stuff that's, you know, really hardcore, kick them in the ass, Republican, eat shit kind of stuff. So we're just kind of doing the stuff that's kind of irreverent. Some might say irrelevant. And so one of them that's very safe. I'm going to do this if Greg promises to do the long yellow crayon after it. Greg, are you awake? It's a lot after his bedtime, so you gotta. If I sing this one, if I sing "It Quit Raining in Seattle," will you do "Long Yellow Crayon"?
Oh, sure.
We did this back to back, and I don't know about the audience, but we loved it. It quit raining in Seattle. All of the reservoirs are dry. Snowpack melted in the mountains. Blue is the new normal of the sky. There's self-serve frozen yogurt stations where all those tanning meat beds used to abound. I'm sitting all alone in my old Seattle home in the tropic of the Puget Sound. Salmon keep floating to the surface. The ocean's rising at a frantic rate. I saw folks water skiing over what we used to call the interstate. The trees are looking sad and lonesome. Evergreen has long since turned to brown. I'm sitting all alone in my old Seattle home in the tropic of the Puget Sound. I still love to go and see the Seahawks. They're still my greatest joy and greatest fun. But now when I take my umbrella to the game, I take it to protect me from the sun. And all our teams are boys and girls of summer. Now that summer's lasting all year round, I'm sitting all alone in my old Seattle home in the tropic of the Puget Sound. I'm going to see the coast this weekend. It used to seem so very far away, but now the way the water has been rising, I think it's gonna be here Saturday. So at last I'm going on some beachfront and enjoy it for as long as it's around. I'm sitting all alone in my old Seattle home in the tropic of the Puget Sound. I'm sitting all alone playing games on my cell phone in the tropic of the Puget Sound.
So,
That's
Greg,
fun.
do you want to do that Yellow Crayon song?
That's Mike Pryor's song. Yeah, go ahead. You owe us a song.
Okay.
I think Jeff wants to play.
Nice swing chords, by the way. You have untold talents. You've been hiding that talent under a bushel. I haven't heard that swing stuff yet.
You talking to me?
No,
No, he's talking to me. I just
Yeah.
No. I
Thank
didn't
you.
think you were talking to me.
yeah.
Mike Pryor song.
All Seattle children love to draw with crayons. Green crayons get short from drawing leaves. The brown gets really short from the tree trunks in the mountains, and the blue gets all worn down from drawing water and fountains. But the longest crayon in the box is such a lonely fellow, since we never see the sun. We never use the yellow. But there's one bright day in the middle of July, when the sun comes out, it's a jewel in the sky, and the birds rise up with their babies at their wing, and the yellow crayon leaves the box to draw these sunny things. Every year we have a wind that knocks down trees all over. The power lines are down for weeks and we all run for cover. Bridges that are supposed to float, all of them go under. Why do I live here? Why start to wonder? But there's one bright day in the middle of July, and then the sun comes out, it's a jewel in the sky, and the birds rise up with their babies at their wing, and the yellow crayon leaves the box to draw these sunny things. Every time we have a snow, it buries the whole city. Trucks are jackknifed by the score, and the cars are left there sitting. The one snowplow the city owns, they say it's on its way. But if you have to drive uphill, you'd better start to pray. But there's one bright day in the middle of July, when the sun comes out, it's a jewel in the sky, and the birds rise up with their babies at their wing, and the yellow crayon leaves the box to draw these sunny things. Earthquake faults growling at our feet, volcanoes all around us erupting every week, flooding on the rivers, drowning trains and cars, Bigfoot, thousands of them, getting drunk in all the bars. But there's one bright day in the middle of July, when the sun comes out, it's a jewel in the sky, and the birds rise up with their babies at their wing, and the yellow crayon leaves the box to draw these sunny things. All Seattle children, none of us are greedy. We send our unused yellows to children in Tahiti, and those kids are very nice, they send theirs back to me. Crayons just for drawing clouds, gray and black and gloomy. But there's one bright day in the middle of July, when the sun comes out, it's a jewel in the sky, and the birds rise up with their babies at their wing, and the yellow crayon leaves the box. The yellow crayon leaves the box. The yellow crayon leaves the box to draw these sunny things.
Yay! Thank you
Exactly.
so much.
Yeah.
That was delightful.
That was a song from a play that Mike
It's a
actually
sweet
wrote,
song.
called The Long Yellow Crayon. And here's the book for it. It was, I think it was produced about 20 or 30 years ago, but I never got to see it. And his family is coming in from California a week from Friday to do a memorial. So if anybody's interested in that, it'll be in Ballard at the Amazing Grace Spiritual Center, where Mike used to go. So
I need to check my email. If I get lost, I'll come back and put me back in.
Please
Okay.
do. I hope you can. Before we move on to Jeff, I'm going to do the spiel because there are a couple of people here new who are joining us. I'm so pleased to see you, Jim and Samsung SM,
Hi, Jim.
whatever your real name
Hi,
is.
everybody.
Hi.
Are we gonna actually see your face, or are you gonna?
Oh, well,
He looks just like that, believe me.
Jim
Oh, look, there he
Williams,
is. He's almost live.
welcome. Oh, that's so cool that you're here.
Yeah,
Welcome.
really.
well,
Is it- Bring Andrea into this too.
well,
me
she's out of the room right now, but she'll be back later.
Oh, she
Okay.
didn't want to get into bed with you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
God, I know that drill.
So just for you, I'm going to give this spiel. We get real chummy here and we forget who we are. Victory Music is a 53-year-old nonprofit acoustic music cooperative running out of Pierce and King counties. This open mic is ostensibly substituting for the open mic at the Antique Sandwich in Tacoma. The organization has sponsored open mics, most recently in Seattle, Canmore, and Tacoma, as has compiled albums of songs by musicians who show up at these events. It aims to support acoustic music in general for all ages. This is truly an open mic. We welcome all, including Jim Williams. We are broadcasting on YouTube. Musical guidelines are that we discourage electronic instruments, hence the adjective acoustic, and we are not necessarily in King or Pierce counties. The next guest we have is in Santa Barbara, California. Our friend Jeff. Welcome, Jeff.
Okay, I'm unmuted. You can hear me? Yes?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sounds
I know.
good.
Okay, it's not like too loud because I have a very easy to adjust volume thing here.
It's fine.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to do 3 because I stabbed my finger working on my car yesterday. And so we'll just see what we can do without getting too much agony going. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that bang. Okay. Sorry about the I'm so tired of crying, I'm on the road again. So tired of crying, I'm on the road again. dear mama left me when I was quite young. Yeah, my dear mother left me when I was quite young. Said, Lord, have mercy on my wicked son. Lord, have mercy on my wicked son. The first time I traveled in the rain and snow. The first time I traveled in the rain and snow. Didn't have no money, had no place to go. Have no money, had no place to go. Take a hint from me, mama, don't you cry no more. A hint from me, mama, don't you cry no more. If you won't travel, I'll get someone else. If you won't travel, I'll get someone else. One of these mornings at the door I'm gone. One of these mornings at the door I'm gone. Going down that road alone. I ain't going down that road alone. Goodbye, mama, I'm on the road again. Goodbye, mama, I'm on the road again.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay, that's it for tonight for me. Thank you.
One thing I wanted to say is I think that you're hitting your output a little bit hard. There was distortion,
So maybe that was intentional.
but
No, it wasn't. That I have a little knob right here, and next time I'll do the sound check a little more cautiously.
well, that's okay. It was, but I really am kind of enjoying your slide guitar. I think that the fact that you've been a fretless kind of guy playing violin really makes that work for you, because I think that that's one of the hardest things about playing slide is intonation.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty because all week I've been trying to fix my car and haven't
Well,
really played since last week, but I'm getting along. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. All right, very well.
So you ready?
Yeah, we're gonna start our little round robin over again here, and when we're done doing two songs, Greg, dear, wherever you are listening and wandering around your abode, we would like you to be next, please.
So let's do refugees first, okay? Is that
Yeah.
okay? Okay.
2 more songs for everybody.
1, 2,
But it's
3.
talking out loud.
Are we ready?
Yeah, no, yeah.
During the show.
I'm hearing. Oh, here, just a second. Let me just do this.
Running it. Andrea's here now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Andrea.
Glad to see you.
Good to see you too.
Okay. So, you ready?
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He keeps moving forward. There is no back. His home has been destroyed, and all of his past. There's no comfort that can be found as he finds himself alone on this new foreign ground, where he's just a refugee. They are refugees. They are running from being refugees. Still they are refugees. No matter where they go, they will be refugees. His wife is crying. They've seen bullets fly. One child is traveling with them. One child of theirs has died. There's no future. That's their situation. As the police drive them back from the railway station. They are refugees. They are running from being refugees. Still they are refugees. No matter where they go, they will be refugees. They have traveled long. They have crossed the sea. They find themselves alone in a crowded room. Now they have no home. They are refugees. They are refugees. They are running from being refugees. Still they are refugees. No matter where they go, they will be refugees.
So, you ready? It's a dead end road where the working class go. You see people walking, but you never see money down a Plessy road. People are proud there that they got a home. They got a place they can go. Most their life is pretty good down a Plessy road. Look at snow in the northeast winter. Look at sun in the summer sun. But they'll never get rich. No, they'll never find gold down Plessy road. There's a man down in London who wants to cut their pay. He owns a means of production, but he never worked hard for any of his days. When Richard gets a little money, He likes to drink a little beer. He might get loaded, but he'll never get rich. He's never getting out of here. Dug his snow in the northeast winter. Dug his sun in the summer sun. But they'll never get rich. No, they'll never find gold down Plessy Road. You hear the sound of children playing in the sun. They got a place they can go. It's the place that they know, down on Plessy Road. Dug in snow in the northeast winter. Dug in sun in the summer sun. But they'll never get rich. No, they'll never find gold down Plessy Road. Down Plessy Road. Down Plessy Road. Okay.
I want to, I kept clicking on unmuting and I couldn't unmute at the end of Refugee. I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome, Sally.
And folks, I've been meeting with a guy from Gaza who's 25 years old, who's at the detention center in Tacoma. And the first line of the song, or the second line about the home being demolished, his home was demolished with our tax dollars in Gaza in 2014. And he's at the detention center in Tacoma. It's effing God awful. But so thank Stephen Christie.
Well, I was thinking of you as I was singing it, and thank you for sharing that, Sally.
Really. Well, if it makes you feel better, the home will probably be rebuilt by one of our profit-making corporations.
Say that again, Gary.
Okay, so
Greg, dear, are you out there? Show your face, Greg. Show your pretty woodwork in your pretty house. Show your beautiful guitar. Show and tell. I guess he's not.
He's around somewhere.
Okay, now we're pointing the finger at your little square on our screen, Gary Cantor.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hard times behind, hard times ahead. Looking for a reason to get out of bed. After all is said and done, all is done and said. Hard times behind and hard times ahead. My daddy was a working man, worked himself to death. Shared with me his final thoughts as he shared his final breath. All I've got to leave is nothing. It's what my daddy left to me, as his daddy did before him. It's a family legacy. Hard times behind, hard times ahead. Looking for a reason to get out of bed. After all is said and done, and all is done and said, hard times behind and hard times ahead. We worked starvation wages till the union come around. Lifted up the hopes and dreams of everyone in town. We got bought up by a hedge fund, broke broke 1,000 hearts. They sold for the pieces, they sold for the parts. Hard times behind, hard times ahead. Looking for a reason to get out of bed. After all is said and done, and all is done and said, hard times behind and hard times ahead. They tell you life's a gamble, you can't win unless you play. Then they go and deal you out a losing hand each day. Yeah, life is but a gamble. Step up and place your bet. The world keeps right on spinning like a crooked game of roulette. Hard times behind and hard times ahead. Looking for a reason to get out of bed. After all is said and done, and all is done and said, hard times behind and hard times ahead. Hard times behind and hard times ahead.
Let's have another one.
I saw people on the street today holding signs up in the air, fighting for a better way, fighting for their share. I saw soldiers marching down the road. I knew what they were marching for. Medical attention to ease the wounds of war. I saw us sitting at the Capitol to restore lost voting rights. That's when I got the notion it's all the same damn fight. It's all the same damn fight. It's all the same damn fight. It's the fight to make things better. It's the fight to make things right. It's all the same damn fight. Each thing that we are fighting for is just another front in the same damn war. I saw people on the street today fighting for their home, standing up together so they wouldn't stand alone. I saw folks demanding justice for inmates doing time, and prisons run for profit, and the corporate bottom line. I saw folks decrying GMO, each and every toxic bite, confirming my suspicion it's all the same damn fight. It's all the same damn fight. It's all the same damn fight. It's the fight, fight to make things better. Fight to make things right. It's all the same damn fight. Each thing that we're fighting for is just another front in the same damn war. I saw women on the street today saying they refuse to give up their autonomy and their right to choose. I saw children marching for their schools, showing us how it should be. Better education and schools that are gun-free. Suddenly we all joined hands. It was such an awesome sight as we marched off together to fight the same damn fight. It's all all the same damn fight. It's all the same damn fight. It's the fight to make things better. It's the fight to make things right. It's all the same damn fight. Each thing that we are fighting for is just another front in the same damn war. So there.
There, very good. Thank you.
You're
Yeah, I like that
welcome.
one, Gary.
Greg Deere. Calling Greg Deere. I see your lovely face.
Yes.
The lovely
Chrissy,
and
I have a
talented
mute
Greg Deere.
button on my microphone I use, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was on your moke.
And Greg Deere, unmute yourself, please. Welcome the lovely and talented Greg Deere.
Are we just going around and around?
Yeah, 2 songs, please, if you would.
I think I got to. Yeah, I got to.
Oh, come on, Greg. You always say that.
Well, I had to go find them, and
You got about 1 million songs. I know you do.
yeah, but I don't know any of them, so I have to read the charts.
He
You
needs
know
the
him
charts
better
with the
than-
lyrics in front of him. I know this for a fact. I've worked behind the scenes with him. We're about to write a tell-all book.
I never dreamed I'd ever be without a home to comfort me, till a friend of mine this very spring lost his whole house and everything. Oh, now I know that life is strange, that all is luck and luck can change. And don't forget it's sad but true, the next time around it could be you. One runaway truck, one slip in the muck, one stretch of bad luck, homeless. One family feud, one religious old prude, one long bad mood, homeless. One toaster too hot, one investment that's not, one tiny blood clot, homeless. One decision on gin, one paycheck too thin, one dumb night of sin, homeless. My poor old pal is on the street. It's extra sad 'cause he's so sweet. But even if he were a creep, the lug should have a place to sleep. And anyway, it's really true, the next time round it could be you. And when you say, how can it be? Oh, it could be worse, it could be me. One letter too strong, one adventure gone wrong, one sick leave too long, homeless. One knock on the door, one slippery floor, one nuclear war, homeless. One slip of the pen, one downsizing trend, one backstabbing friend, homeless. One identity thief, one flaky belief, one slice of bad beef, homeless. Now once I did agree with you that fiscal plans make dreams come true, but now I know that I was nuts, that fate is king and fate's a putz. For now I'd say that you'd be smart to squirrel away a shopping cart, and if they ever change your locks, my cardboard box is your cardboard box. Me cardboard box, Esu cardboard box.
That's great, Craig. Where did you get that?
That's Lou and Peter Berryman.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. They're kind of a cross between Steve and Christy and Gary Cantor. They live on
I mean,
the
if we
East
had a
Coast.
baby,
They're a husband and wife songwriting team.
they are really brilliant. Yeah.
I got to run and grab a flat pick here for this.
Did you find your tuner?
Oh, I haven't even looked yet. I just played. I didn't care if it was in tune or not.
Oh, it's kids these days.
Well, he was in tune anyway, so I mean,
Yeah,
thought
but I
that's what
gave him a
everybody does.
tuner this weekend.
advantage
Cost me a
to-
whole $1 from China.
One advantage to having slightly expensive guitars is they do stay in tune. I'm a sucker for a good opening line for a song. And this song has one of the best opening lines, I think, of any song I've ever heard. I could live my whole life without a phone call, the likes of which I got today. It was only my lover saying hello and goodbye, and said she was going away. I didn't cry, it was all cut and dried, and I hung up before I realized. Turned up the stereo and walked to the window and looked at the storm clouds outside. I play classical music when it rains. I play country when I am in pain. Oh, I won't play Beethoven, the mood's just not right. 'Cause I feel like Hank Williams tonight. There's no explanation, not one damned reason, no talk of the good times we had. Was it her, was it me? I don't know, you see. And that's why I'm feeling so bad. Oh, I play jazz when I'm confused. I play country whenever I lose. Oh, now birds, saxophone just wouldn't sound right. 'Cause I feel like Hank Williams tonight. Lately, I've been thinking I might start drinking, and now I don't know, all in all. I just might stay home and get drunk all alone and punch a few holes in the wall. Oh, play when I'm real high, I play rock and roll. I play country when I'm out of control. I won't play Chuck Berry as much as I'd like, 'cause I feel like Hank Williams tonight. Oh, I feel like Hank Williams. Feel like Hank Williams. I feel like Hank Williams. Do you hear that lonesome whippoorwill?
Absolutely lovely.
Thanks.
So where did you get that one?
That's from Chris Wall, a Texas guy.
Wow,
I heard it on an Alice Stewart album. Alice Stewart does a killer version of that song. You guys
You
ever
know,
listen to
Greg,
Alice
that-
Stewart?
Greg, last week or the week before, you played a Tim O'Brien song about Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
What's the name of that song?
that's called what is it?
About Eve, I had to do it or I had no choice.
Oh, it's
What the
about
hell?
you ate the apple.
Yes.
You
yes,
ate
yes,
the
yes.
apple. I
Yeah,
told you
you
not
ate
to
the
eat
apple.
the apple.
Thank- all right. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't
You-
go wrong with
you-
Tim O'Brien.
You find a lot of good stuff, and
I try.
you do it so beautifully. Thank you.
No, it was cool last week. Somebody did a song that is on a Steve Goodman album, and I did a song off the same album from 1976, like the week before. it
I
was
think
really
that was Dave
amazing.
Berger who did that. I
Yeah,
remember.
and that song that what's it name? Spoon River.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest songs I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, Steph did that.
Oh, Steph,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, that's an amazing tune.
And I'm sorry that he didn't show up. You know, he was. I sent him an email and just discussed working on his settings for Zoom. But I don't know. I hope I did hear back from him, and I thought he might be here tonight. But
Steph's very intermittent.
I think the Lord is over my shoulder. I'm having a visitation.
Sudden
I'm going to shut the curtain a little
won't
further.
last
God
forever.
bless you.
oh Jesus. Okay, so
So Jeff, looks like you're
Okay.
ready and waiting to go again. 2 songs.
Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio 2 luceros que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo el negro y blanco y en alto cielo su fondo estrellado. Hoy en las multitudes a mi mujer que yo amo. There's only so much I can do with my one of my fingers cut open. I stabbed it with a Phillips head, but the good news is I'm going to pass smog and I'm going to fix my oil leak, and they will allow me to park on my lot again. So this is not a violin, by the way. It's a viola. This will be a nice little change up Tonica strings for those who keep track of such things. Thank you.
All right.
Very nice. That was great.
So
That was a Southern blues, Florida blues, I believe. I throw in a little bit of hokey backcountry
Jeff.
Appalachian.
Jeff, how did you hurt your hand?
I was I had to get a 27 millimeter
What is that?
Relentless
socket to
Oh, okay.
remove my.
And-
My oil sending unit was actually the problem. I was ready to replace my oil pan, and I ordered all extra parts on AutoZone and Amazon, and then I just checked in with the mechanic. He's go, "Oh no, it's just your oil sending unit." And so he thought it was a 19 millimeter, which I have in my toolkit, but actually I needed a 27 or maybe it's a 24, but I needed a big, pardon my French, I needed a big special socket. So I had to buy a single socket, and it was just packaged in such a way
I want
that
you to
you
do
had-
whistling in the ring.
I had to poke the
We're
thing
gonna
out. So
do-
boom, it was right into my
Hey,
finger.
Chris,
Relentless
you're not
Read,
muted.
right?
Christy,
sorry,
you're
I'm
not
sorry.
muted.
I'm
Big
sorry.
Music mute.
So anyway, Gary, in answer to your question, it was just a dumb little accident, but it does
Uh-huh.
affect my ability to play for a few days.
Uh-huh.
But I made it through by dragging out the nylon string guitar,
Right.
and the viola is actually a little bit more forgiving than the violin because the strings are a
Yeah.
little fatter. So there you have that.
It kind of begs the question, what is the sound of one hand bleeding?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a lot of blood. It was surprising, but I thought it'd get infected because I didn't get a chance to wash it off for quite a while. But I don't think it's getting infected, so I should be fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, take care of it. You're not a young man, you know.
There's a guy up in Tacoma who used to go up to Seattle all the time called Three Finger Jack. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but he was a busker. He used to go to the Mariners games and set up his guitar and tip jar, and he did pretty well up there. So if you can do it, I can do it. Anyway, Gary, I always love hearing your
Yeah,
beautiful
but
songwriting.
Jeff, you do not want to be Three-Finger Jack.
No, I
It's
like
nice
having.
Finger Jeff, for that matter.
Nice to have all five.
Yeah, in fact, they got that new thing from the telescope out there, and I joked with my friend Enion from Portland, the violinist, that actually the new telescope is picking up an alien message. It's saying they love that Bach Chakan in D minor, but even though the aliens have 6 fingers, they find it very difficult to play.
There you go. Are they illegal aliens?
You
No,
might-
people are not illegal.
You
I
might give
was
us
just
a,
I was talking about the aliens,
such
not
thing.
people.
you might want to give us a face, Steve.
A what?
Yeah,
A
really.
face.
Who's running
Oh.
this damn show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
really.
guys,
We're
enough.
anarchy.
enough with the cover of the antique. Where
there
you
they
at?
Okay. So
You know,
Christy
we
said,
brought home a guy. I remember this has been about 45 years ago from the open mic, way back when it was at Courtsey Coffee House, I think, who had 5 fingers instead of a thumb.
oh,
and-
he was great.
He played guitar like nobody could.
Yeah, I know that
Like
guy. I
nobody
remember
else
him.
could.
Yeah, he was excellent.
He had
I was there, but I don't
diabetes.
remember them.
He had diabetes and he died not too many years
I'm
after
all right.
that.
Yeah, he was a great guy, man. Just charging on there, man.
Does anybody remember that schizophrenic used to show up in a black cape and a hat and do a lot of religious mumbo jumbo?
That was in Berkeley, and his name was Charlie.
No. That was at the Court C because
I'm just joking. There was
Yeah.
one in Berkeley. His name
We
was
thought that was Gary.
so
We
there
thought that
one
was
on
you
every
dressed-
block, you know.
Those guys.
So
Okay, anyway.
is it okay if we sing a song now?
Only if you remember that guy.
Name was John Andel.
Oh
Everybody
yeah,
mute.
the guy with the fingers, with the extra fingers. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have a tape of him somewhere. We did a show with him at the Folklore Society,
Kind of a tragic
and
story.
I
He died
recorded him.
a very young death of diabetes, and I think it was related to the diabetes, and he was not treating himself well. He may have drunk too much.
So, are we going to do this
Yeah.
song?
Carrying on here.
Jep, you want to mute?
No,
I have a
he's
mute on
muted.
my microphone.
He uses his microphone. It's a new thing, so we no longer have control over him, which is kind of a disappointment. So you ready? 3, 4.
I can see black clouds will gather. The relentless rain will fall. The fields will fill with water. I will shelter through it all. I will stand beside the river. Rain comes down. I will wash away my sorrow. The dark visions that I've found. I will stand alone in a cold, relentless rain. I will stand till I feel whole. Stand till I feel warm again. I will endure relentless rain until the rain has washed me clean. The relentless rain will comfort me. I will feel free once again. Now the sun has found its way. Outside black clouds that fill the sky. Still it's rain that I am yearning for. As evening gently nudges nigh. I will stand alone in a cold, relentless rain. I will stand till I feel whole. Stand till I feel warm again. Yes, it's rain that I am yearning for. I would go there once again. Stand out in relentless rain till I am clean as I was then. The relentless rain will comfort me. From my shelter I will see water running past my window, eating grasses and the trees. I will stand alone in a cold, relentless rain. I will stand till I feel whole. Stand till I feel warm again. I will stand till I feel whole. Stand till I feel warm again.
Love that song.
Thank you. Now here I am locked in indecision. We're going around the third time. We have a half hour left. There's only 4 of us. So what do you say we do 2 songs each again?
Good.
Got a song in mind, Steve?
Maybe one song each? Do we have time for 2?
You just muted.
Yeah, I did that so that I could have a word with my partner here without everybody listening.
Half the
It was
fun
it
is
was it was not
eavesdropping.
an accident.
Half the fun is eavesdropping.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
I wanted you to do Whistling in the Rain. See,
know-
you
I
get to
know-
hear us fight.
Okay.
Band fight, band fight.
Jesus, I just
See a married couple fighting. Boy, I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
okay. The
I,
reason
I think Greg is singing a song.
okay. I guess so for Christy.
I don't like that song. I don't want to do it.
Oh, yes, you do. You just haven't heard it. I know you do.
3, 4. I left home half busted, eyes broke, and there I'd be. That was way back when a soul could live for almost free. You could get yourself $1, not stray far from home. Mister, if you got a time machine, that's where I'd like to roam. Till then I'm whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. I give $1 for any dime you got if I could get back home again. Whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. I'm trying to ditch this American dream that's hung up in my brain. Now the factory here went busted, they moved it overseas. Folks round here die early of industrial disease. Our brothers join the army, sisters try to marry well. Here I am on a piece of land, just 2 doors down from hell. And I'm just whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. I give $1 for any dime you got if I could get back home again. Whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. I'm trying to ditch this American dream that's hung up in my brain. Hometown looks deserted, our old house looks broken down. I've traveled half this country, I don't know what I've found. I'm not sure where I'm going, I don't know what I might find. When I end up where I end up, I hope folks there are kind. And I'm whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. Give $1 for any dime you got if I could get back home again. Whistling in the rain, whistling in the rain. I'm trying to ditch this American dream that's hung up in my brain. Yeah, I'm trying to ditch this American dream, but it's hung up in my brain. Or something like that.
Good choice.
Thank you. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Who would like to go next?
Well, Greg
look
was
like-
ready.
You look like you're all ready, Greg.
Who are you pointing to? You're muted.
I was pointing to you, Gary.
You want to go next, Gary?
I can do it.
Okay, Gary.
Just got an interesting message on my website. Woman wrote, Are you the same Gary Cantor I met in 1974 who was busking at the Pike Place Market? Do you remember me? That was it? She gave me her name. Well, I told her never to call me when I'm performing. So. Today is 116 years ago today. A little baby was born named Leroy Page. And this is a song about him. The only one probably appreciate that name would probably be Jim. Leroy Page was born in Alabama State. His mama cleaned folks' home. To look at him, nobody thought that one day he'd be great. Greatest baseball pitcher ever known. He carried bags down at the train depot. He could handle more than folks 3 times his age. He hoisted so much luggage that his first name had to go. Goodbye, Leroy. Hello, Satchel Paige. He was sent off to reform school when he was 12 or more. Spent about 6 years behind that wall. And like a kid named George doing time in Baltimore, it's where he learned to throw and hit the ball. He played in the Negro Leagues and semi-pro baseball. Wherever he proved that he could win. He knew that the majors would never make that call because of the color of his skin. He played for many teams, moving all around wherever he could, was offered the most dough. Throughout the Americas, Satchie could be found. He was a hero most every place he'd go. He led his black all-stars playing whites. He led black all-stars playing teams led by Dizzy Dean. Shit, wait a minute. Let me check the lyrics out real quick. Don't go away. He led his black all-stars barnstorming through and throw, playing white stars led by Dizzy Dean. Old Diz, Bob Feller, and even Joltin' Joe called Satch the best they'd ever seen. And then in 1947, baseball saw a change, which ushered in a long overdue time. When Jackie Robinson, oh it seemed so very strange, slid in safely across the color line. It was too late for Josh Gibson and cool Papa Bell, but Satchel had another place to go. It was time in our history you should remember well. Satchel finally made it to the show. There was still another honor in 1971 to add to his already famous name. Satchel earned a plaque for all that he had done. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. This has been the story of Leroy Satchel Paige, some of which is probably even true. He left a piece of wisdom valid every age, advice for the likes of me and you. Don't look back, something could be gaining on you. Don't look back, keep pushing right on through. Don't look back, Keep on doing what you gotta do. Listen to the sage called Satchel Paige. Something could be gaining on you. Something could be gaining on you. Something could be gaining on you.
Good song.
Wonderful song.
There are some really cool things that baseball has led the way on. Of course, we know about the Jackie Robinson, but what happened was, the black players had to play in the Negro Leagues all those years, and their stats were always separate. Well, recently the Hall of Fame decided to include all of the stats into one big pile, and so they are now being able to compare them to all the white players for all those years. And then originally, when black people were, or when the Negro Leagues were finally recognized as an actual major league, they had the idea was to put them in their own wing. And a lot of the white players objected to that because they felt it was going to be putting them in another ghetto. And so now, I haven't been there on my bucket list to go to the Baseball Hall of Fame, but so if the future of the Hall of Fame is now to be totally integrated, all of the three major leagues. So I'm very proud. So is that it? Am I done? Or do I have another one?
Are you? Are you?
I've got another one if that's what we're doing.
That was one, right? You only did one, right?
Yeah.
Let's just do two more. Go ahead, do
I
one
can
more.
do two more.
No, one
That
more.
would be three.
That would be three, yes. Let's do two each. So the last round.
Okay. There was something the matter with Jacob. That's what the town folks said. Nobody knew or had a clue about the voices that screamed in his head. Some blamed it all on his drinking. Others claimed the boy's always been odd. Ain't nothing the matter with Jacob. Can't be cured by a good dose of God. Jacob went down to the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. It was midnight, he'd go. Voices gave Jacob his orders. He went out and bought him a gun. He drove himself to the city. There was a job to be done. The devil dwelt in the city. Devil dwelt downtown. He was appointed and he was anointed to go bring the devil down. On the way, he stopped at the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. It was midnight, he got to the city. He fell asleep in a park about 2:45. Woke up to see a stranger up there in the dark. It's him, cried the voices. Shoot, shoot, as fast as you can. It was later, about 6 o'clock, he found out he had murdered an innocent man. His his lawyer had cocaine for breakfast. Jacob was sentenced to death, shipped his death row where prisoners go to rendezvous with their last breath. He shared his small cell with the voices, exhausted his final appeal. Chicken, fried steak, and potatoes, Diet Coke were his final meal. They led him down to the chapel so he could pray for the light. Never got out of the darkness. Jesus wasn't home that night. They strapped him down to a table, jabbed a needle in his vein. He didn't shout, didn't cry out, he just winced a mite from the pain. The witnesses heard him say something. That something was not very clear, but they all did agree. It seemed to be between a plea and a prayer. Jesus, I prayed in your chapel. Jesus, I prayed for your light. Jesus, lead me from the darkness. Jesus, please be home tonight. Jesus, I prayed in your chapel. Jesus, I prayed for your light. Jesus, don't lead me in darkness. Jesus, please be home tonight. Jesus, please be home tonight.
There you go again, creating all
Andrea
these
has a poem. Andrea
intricate
has a poem
images.
about Satchel Paige.
Oh, your turn, Andrea.
Yeah.
Okay, it's only a few lines long, and it's one of my favorite poems in the whole world. Sometimes I feel like I will never stop and just go on forever, till one fine morning, I'm going to reach up and grab me a handful of stars, swing out my long, lean leg, and whip 3 hot strikes burning down the heavens, and look over at God and say, how about that?
Very cool. Dennis Flanagan sent me a postcard out of the blue with a picture of Satchel on it about 30 years ago.
Wow.
And it's been hanging on my bathroom wall ever since. I see him every day when I when I go and look in the bathroom mirror, actually.
That was well read, Andrea.
Bathroom
Yeah.
mirror, you see Satchel. I love that.
Well, she's a trained actress, you know.
I can imagine. I mean, I could see that in you.
Mhm.
Oh, we need that.
That was
We
nice to
don't-
clear
we
our
don't talk
palate.
about that.
Gary's song was kind of depressing, so it was
Well,
nice
that was
to
the idea.
have a break there.
I don't want anybody being less depressed than me as they leave tonight.
Yeah, you have to just do that sad song as the last one, so we just ruin the rest of our night unless we have a couple of cocktails.
See, if I were hosting now, I would just click the leave for everybody button,
Well, I'll just do a slow air and then that
kind
will
of like a
fit.
Hitchcock ending.
Here goes.
A
Ready?
couple of cocktails help.
We are ready. nice.
I
That was a good
broke every
antidote,
rule in the
Jeff.
book for a cadence. I didn't really do a proper cadence, but at the end, but
Yeah, that was a good antidote to my depressing zone.
yeah, I mean, gotta break. I'm gonna have to have an extra beer now because of you, Gary. So I don't know if I should thank you or be mad at you about it, but
I don't care.
It's all good. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna. That's all I'm gonna do. That's actually two blended together anyway. So
Well, thank you all for coming out to join us, and come back again, Jim and Andrea, and
Yeah.
and read another poem, Andrea.
Definitely.
I don't have another one about Satch.
You don't have to
Right
have
one.
one about Satch.
Right one.
Oh, there you go.
So, are we going to call it a night? Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
this concludes our evening with Victory Music open mic on Zoom, and good night all.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Good
And
night.
thank you, everybody. It's lovely, Jim and Andrea, to have you with us and week. So it'd be really fun to have you come again.
Yes,
And
yes.
Eric and
Sally, give me a
Derek,
call.
Jeff. Yeah.